Hey everyone, welcome. Today we're celebrating what would have been the 69th Earthstrong, that's a Rastafarian term for birthday, of an absolute titan of music, Dennis Emmanuel Brown. So let's dive into the story of the man they called the Crown Prince of Reggae.
Just think about that for a second. When the undisputed king of reggae, Bob Marley, calls you his favorite singer, well, you know you're something truly special. I mean, that single sentence from Marley himself, it just says it all, doesn't it? So what was it about Dennis Brown that earned him that kind of reverence?
So, our story kicks off on Orange Street, what was really the beating heart of Kingston. Dennis Brown was born right there on February 1st, 1957, smack dab in the epicenter of Jamaica's exploding music scene. You could say he was literally born into a world of rhythm. 11. Yeah, you heard that right, 11 years old. Just let that sink in. At an age when most of us were just trying to figure out school and, playing in the streets, Dennis Brown was already in a professional recording studio laying down tracks. He wasn't just a prodigy. That word almost doesn't do it justice. He was a flat-out phenomenon.
And his first hit, No Man is an Island, was recorded right there at the iconic Studio One. This song wasn't just an introduction. It was a declaration. It announced the arrival of a true generational talent. The maturity, the soul in his voice, it was just unheard of for an 11-year-old.
And really, it all came down to that voice, that smooth, honey-toned vibrato that just captivated everybody. It was so distinctive, so powerful, that Bob Marley himself gave him this title, recognizing Dennis as the rightful heir to the reggae throne.
And look, this was no flash in the pan. Not even close. That early promise absolutely exploded into a relentless, golden career that was forged over 3 incredible decades.
Over 75 albums. Just wrap your head around that number. It perfectly captures his dedication and his unbelievable work ethic. He didn't just make music, he lived and breathed it, constantly creating and sharing that gift with the world.
And his talent wasn't just stuck in one lane, oh no. The man had incredible range. One minute, he could be voicing these tough, conscious, street-level anthems for the rootsmen, songs like Wolves and Leopards. And then he could just pivot on a dime and basically pioneer the whole soulful, romantic genre of lovers rock with massive international hits like Money in My Pocket.
And it consistently worked with the best of the best. When you see him collaborating with legends like 90 The Observer, Joe Gibbs, and the powerhouse duo Sly and Robbie, it's not just a sign of his status. It's a testament to his incredible professionalism and the exceptional vocal agility he brought into every single session.
But, to really, truly understand his greatness, we have to move from the studio to the stage. Because seeing Dennis Brown live, especially at a festival like Reggae Sunsplash in the 80s, was so much more than a concert. It was an experience, a spiritual movement.
All right, let's just paint the picture for a second. Imagine the Jamaican sun is setting. The air is thick with the scent of herb and wood fire. Then out steps DB, flashing that famous gap-toothed smile, his dreadlocks swaying. The moment he grabs that microphone and the band kicks into a song like Revolution, the entire crowd doesn't just sing along. They roar. It was just pure, uncut charisma.
And this quote just captures his unique gift perfectly. He had this incredible, almost magical ability to connect. It didn't matter if it was a small club or a festival of 30,000 people, he made every single person in that audience feel like he was singing directly and intimately to them.
Dennis left us far, far too soon in 1999, but his legacy is about so much more than just the incredible songs he recorded. It's really about the standard he set and the soul that he shared with all of us.
Even after his passing, his presence is still felt everywhere. You can still hear that Dennis Brown style in the conscious flows of artists like Luciano and the smooth delivery of singers like Richie Stephens. And his final resting place in Jamaica's National Heroes Park, well, that cements his status. He's not just a musician. He's one of the nation's greatest cultural icons.
And maybe this powerful lyric is what best sums up the core message that ran through his entire body of work. It was a philosophy of unity, positivity, and love that he gifted to the world through his music.
Which leaves us with this final thought. The prince is gone, yes, but his music, his influence, and his spirit, they ensured that the crown, his incredible, untouchable legacy in the world of reggae, remains forever. One love.